The Outdoor Show. It's the program that puts you into the peaceful and beautiful home of Mother Nature. It moves you back to that calm fishing pond up north, one step away from Lake Michigan, or into your hunting blind on a brisk fall morning. The Outdoor Show. It's a peaceful program. This is not your mother's outdoor show. This is the WHTC Outdoor Show, hosted by a guy who literally has hunting in his name. Tom Mettendorp is Dutch for Village in the Maiden, or King's Hunting Ground. Your co-host, sometimes, is Tim Becker of Powderhorn Guns and Archery. It's time for what really happens when the guys go up north on that hunting trip. It's time for the WHTC Outdoor Show, presented by My Firearms ETS. That's MI Firearms ETS on 1450 WHTC, Holland's news leader.
Good morning. Welcome to the Outdoor Show. I'm Tom Mettendorp. My sometimes co-host, Tim Becker from Powderhorn Guns and Archery, is here this morning. We've got Jim Brandt from the West Michigan Walleye Club, and we've got Scott Achterhoff, organizer of the second annual, well, he did the first annual too, but the second annual John Achterhoff Walleye Tournament that's coming up on April 25. Excellent. And I'm not feeling so hot today, so we're going to let Tim take the lead.
We are, huh?
Oh man, first person to speak. Come on now.
You know that.
You guys aren't thrilling me here.
Well, Tom, you might not be feeling good, but yeah, we know you never look good either.
Hey, I got looks for radio, man.
Never.
I got looks for radio. There's just no doubt about it.
You got it. Well, we were talking this morning about all the fishing that's been going on, and one thing I do want to mention real quick, too, while we talk about what's going on in the outdoors this week, be careful on that ice. That ice is starting to break apart. It might look like there's 2 foot of ice.
Oh, yeah.
Check before going on any bodies of water, but I've heard some really good things coming from the east side of the state over the last week on ice fishing and walleye.
But I'd be careful on those big bodies.
Boy, I would, too.
Lake Erie's already a lot of open water in Lake Erie.
Yeah, you bet.
Tons of it. So,
Yeah,
and that happened just in a few days.
Yep, you bet. No, I've seen so many good reports of big fish coming, walleye coming through the ice on the bay and on Erie. You know, you said that you heard really good fishing on Erie.
Oh yeah, I got buddies of mine been over there and just been slaying them.
That's great. I had a couple guys on Max still, which I'm not going on it. I'm going to wait for that to open up before I do my fishing. I don't know about you boys, but yeah, they've really been tearing up the gills down south on some of the smaller waters. They're doing real well for crappie right now. Just been great. Mm-hmm. How about you guys? You guys been out in the woods or out and doing anything?
Not me.
No, I really haven't been out yet either. I'm hoping to get out today. I did see some reports getting some decent amount of walleyes up by the Allegan Dam this past week too. So
nice. Now
starting to filter in there pretty good too.
You bet.
From what I hear.
Are you going to fish them offshore, or you can fish them out of boat?
I think I'll probably be down there, on shore today, and maybe try to get the boat out there next week.
You gonna be floating a bobber or bouncing bottom?
I'll probably be pitching a jig with plastic on it or something like that, and start off that way and see what happens.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I tell you what, I was taking a friend of mine to the airport, him and his wife this morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, coming back about 4:15, and I saw two trucks pulling 2 boats heading towards the lake. I thought,
Which lake?
They're heading towards Port Sheldon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I know that body of water's open and they are catching fish.
Well, I know I talked to a guy a couple weeks ago. That's when there's been ice out there. But he says, I'll tell you what, if you watch the wind, I get out, and I've been catching a lot of coho and browns.
Yeah. I've got a buddy that's been out numerous times throughout the week and doing real well for cohos. More steelhead than anything.
Okay.
But he stays right in the channel. He's been using a kayak. Nice. He's been going out there and just hammering them, casting crankbaits and little Cleos. Mm-hmm. He's going to be mad that I'm telling everybody, but no, there's been a lot of boats out there doing it. And stopping at the store, I can give you some advice on it. There is a couple ways that we found out. If you go out there with a big motor, you're not going to be catching them. As soon as you start that thing up, it's been spooking those fish. So if you got a trolling motor or even just casting, it's working real good.
Yep.
You bet, you bet. But it's nice to see all the snow starting to melt.
Oh yeah, Detroit River's going to turn on here soon too.
Yeah, you bet. Well, I know the turkeys. I've been following them, and for about the last 5 days, they have disappeared. Don't know where they went, if they started going to their strutting grounds or whatnot. But hey, we're getting there. I'm ready for the season.
Nice.
You bet.
Yeah, after the Sport Expo there in Hudsonville last night, I stopped by the New Richmond boat launch, and that is free and clear of ice now. Actually, it looked like some boats had gone in there as well.
Good.
I did see a couple guys post some pictures on Facebook that they're getting some nice male steelhead down by Hamilton as well. So,
have you heard any reports up by the dam of anything besides walleye?
I haven't heard much on the steelhead up there. I know been seeing a lot of guys are going to be heading out today.
Yeah,
trying for those. So
I heard the St. Joe is starting to get some steelies pretty good, and a couple cohos are starting to run. I had a whole bunch of people come into the store over the last 2-3 days and start buying sucker spears. They're getting ready to get in the rivers to chase those down too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I give them the same thing every year. You make sure it's a sucker before you stick that spear in the water.
yeah,
you bet.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about the show last night? That was a lot of fun.
I know my son and I did 2 seminars, and I know we had a lot of people in those.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, there was everything you could have want to see there. You guys were there with the West Michigan Walleye Club. Mm-hmm. They had the birds of prey. Did you get to see those at all?
I didn't see much because I was in the room way at the other end doing our seminars.
That's right. Going over in the seminars. That's right. That's right.
I did get a chance to see the snowy owl.
That was pretty neat, wasn't it?
That one was pretty neat, yes.
Yeah. I couldn't believe Tom and I were set up with our booth right next to him, and I never heard a peep out of those birds. Catch on to that? I said, heard a peep. Yep.
Peep. Yep.
Never heard anything out of them. I thought they would have been a lot more vocal. They had
Tommy's trying to be like you.
I bypassed that long ago. They had that snowy owl. They had a screech owl. Great horn, I think they had. And one other type. They had 4 birds there.
Yeah, I think they had a falcon of some kind too, didn't they?
No, they said that it was all hawks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they had a red tail. That's what it was. Yeah, they had a red tail. I didn't see that one, but I got to talk to them on their way out, and kind of neat. Then they had the pheasants there. The live pheasants, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hawks probably wanted to eat those.
Oh, I know. That's why they had to separate them on other sides of the building.
Yeah.
You bet.
Yeah, a lot of good vendors in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Overdrive Outdoors was there.
Yeah.
Got to talk to them, and Hidden Horns, they were there.
Yeah.
Northern Edge Food Plot Seeds.
And Jason from, Ski Spinners?
Yeah.
Lure company from out of Zealand.
Yeah, you
he
bet.
was there.
Yep.
I've known Jason for years and years and years, so.
That's great.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, he's got some nice looking products.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
My son got hooked up with him, and he's got a bunch of stuff now.
Yeah.
Good.
He's got some good YouTube videos. If anybody's curious, you jump on YouTube, check some of his stuff out.
Well, that'd be great.
So.
Do you know the YouTube site to go look at them?
I don't off the top of my head.
Excellent.
Yep.
So what, anything else going on outside that you guys have known of or been doing, or just waiting for the time to break?
Waiting for the time to break, I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When will you head across the state?
First tournament is April 18 in Detroit.
Okay. All right. That ice will probably be out here within the week, though.
It should be. It depends on how much St. Clair's breaking up.
When do those fish start getting up in there thick?
Oh, they're thick. They'll be 1st of April. They'll really be thick.
Okay, so that tournament's quite a bit of fun when it comes to fishing.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Now, are you using huge 1/4 ounce, bigger than 1/4 ounce jig heads? What are you using when you get on that river?
I'm using smallest I go is half, biggest I go an ounce.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Smallest is a half, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we used to start years ago. Oh, you got to use small jigs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after we used to start with 3/8, and we went up to halves, and then I just used halves for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden the guy was doing some experimenting, and then we tried it too, and found out that it doesn't matter.
No.
3/4 1 ounce. I don't like to use 1 ounce too much, but 3/4 I'll go that. Especially if you got a person that's never been down there before.
Yeah, you bet. See, and I've never fished the river.
So he can find bottom and
Yeah.
feel what it's like.
Yep.
Heavier jig, you're going to do that easier.
Feel it a little easier. Yeah, I've never fished it. My father-in-law lives over there, fishes it all the time. I've just never been over. It's strong current, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Why you're needing your heavy jigs. But on top of that, what is the the bottom real rocky?
Depends on where you're fishing there.
Okay.
Trenton Channel, you'll always see boats in there. That is really rocky.
Okay. A lot of snags, a lot of...
people that don't fish it much, they can go out there and lose 50 jigs in a half a day.
That's me.
Yeah.
I just spend
'Cause
most
you
of my
gotta-
time just throwing them over. It's just easier.
You gotta have boat control on any part of that river for jigging.
Yeah.
For vertical jigging.
You betcha. You betcha. Now, does color matter there? Are you using minnows? What's the technique so people know?
People use minnows, but I don't. I haven't bought minnows myself in, I bet, 15 years.
You just using
I
plastic
just
then?
use plastic. Imitation finesse minnow, that's an imitation plastic.
You ever use that gulp? Gulp
I
Alive?
used to, but it didn't show me anything different than what I'm using on the other plastics.
Yeah.
The Wyandotte Wonder Worm is really good, especially when the water gets a little warmer. That's a cheap worm. They're only like 75 cents, you know.
Not bad.
That plastic lasts forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other ones like Walleye Assassin or Twister, Mr. Twister Tails. There's all kinds of them that you can buy and use. I know I got so many plastics now, I don't need to buy any I bought way too many in my day.
But we're,
way too
but
many.
we're fishermen, so we don't ever stop buying them.
I know.
Very
We
true.
just tell our wives we do.
Yep. But no, you go farther up the river too, and there's a lot less snags. So,
Yeah.
Well, I'll join you for just a second.
okay, Tommy.
You forgot to tell everybody it was the Sportsman's Expo at Evergreen Ministries, brought to you by the Farmers Co-op in Hudsonville.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure we got that in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And we're going to take a short break. The Outdoor Show is brought to you by Westernbrook Mower, where they service what they sell. All units are ready to use when they leave the store, and Westernbrook submits your warranty information so you don't have to. Stop into the Holland or the Genesis store. Check them out on your computer at westernbrookmower.com or call them at 616-396-5733. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We'll be back here shortly on the Outdoor Show. The Outdoor Show, or welcome back to the Outdoor Show, brought to you by Lakeshore Tackle and Firearms, your full-service gun dealer, stocking new and used firearms, Glock, Sig Sauer, Ruger, and more. Lakeshore Tackle and Firearms are buyers of all kinds of firearms and located at 6398 Blue Star Highway, just 6 short miles south of Holland at exit 41. Find them on your computer at lakeshoretackleandfirearms.com. We're back, ready to talk with you. Give us a call, 395-1450. Of course, you get to talk to Tim and Jim and Scott today because I'm kind of out for the day. If I talk a little bit too long, I'll start coughing, and then I'll be putting hitting the button where you don't get to hear me talk in between there while I'm pushing on that.
The best parts of the day.
Yeah.
Just feeling a little under the weather.
Thanks for coming. Thanks.
Tim's excited that I'm here, and he's sitting next to me.
He's the only one brave enough.
So I'm going to pass the mic back over to Tim, and you guys are going to talk a little bit about the John Achterhoff Walleye Tournament coming up on April 25. That's a Saturday, and it's right on Lake Macatawa and Kalamazoo River.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us all about this. Tell us how it got started, when the tournament is, entry fees, all that. Let us know what we got going on.
All right. Yeah. It's just a fun little tournament. Myself and my father, John, before he passed away back in 2014, we always talked about getting some little tournaments going. We used to always do the American Tackle walleye.
Oh, yeah.
They always had a walleye and pike opener tournament and stuff, and various walleye tournaments throughout summer. But we just always wanted to, try to get people back to doing some fun little tournaments in the area. Kind of faded out and tackle outfitters closed up doors and stuff. So it's just something that me and him always talked about. He passed away, and I just said, this is the year I'm going to do it. So
Excellent. And it started last year.
Yep, last year was our first one. I think we had about 16 teams. Not real big, but a lot of guys said they didn't hear about it either. So.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
No, this is the first I've heard of it. And tell me about it. Tell me where you've got flyers out for registration, cost of the tournament, hours, all the goodies.
Well,
Let's get this big so people start fishing it.
Yeah, basically, I just got the sign-ups all printed out, so I'll be bringing those around to all the different shops around the area, Lakeshore, Tackle down by Saugatuck, Powderhorn.
Yep.
I'll drop some off there this week. Be going up to Gold Coast, giving them some to lay out. Mac Baits, probably drop some off there as well. So if you don't have a chance to get to any of those places, you can always give me a call or email me too. My number is 616-990-8504. And just get a hold of me. I'll meet up with you somewhere, and I can get you a sign-up sheet, and it has all the rules and stuff on there too. So basically, it's $20 per adult. And then I'm doing between the ages of 14 and 17. I'm doing that at a $10 each for that age group, and then any kids 13 and under are free, obviously.
Nice.
Just it's something my father and I always discussed about getting youth more into walleye fishing. So
what I'm seeing here is that it's a 3-man team, which
Yep.
it can be 2 adults and 1 child, or 2 children and an adult.
Yep.
Now, is that adults? So the team would cost, with 2 adults in it, $40, $20 an adult.
Correct.
Excellent.
Yep.
That sounds great.
And we're gonna do payouts 1st through 5th for like 35 teams or less. If I have more than 35 teams signed up, then we'll do 1st through 7th for payout. So,
Otherwise, 1st through 5th.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. And
Where's your weigh-in going to be held?
the weigh-in's gonna be at Highland Fishing Game Club out in the parking lot there. We got like a little barn area.
Okay.
That's usually where we set up shop there. So
Okay. So tournament times are 6 a.m. till 12 p.m. And weigh-in is going to be at the Holland Fishing Game Club at 1 o'clock.
yep,
So you got an hour to get from the water to the weigh-in.
that's correct.
Any food or snacks going to be at the weigh-in?
I'm still working out those details. Last year we had a lot of different things to eat. We had pizza and donuts and
Oh, you got me.
a lot of different stuff. So there'll be stuff to munch on for sure.
You got it. Jim, what about you? You going to try to sign up for it and go take a look at it?
Might.
Or are you
Never
going to
know.
be elsewhere fishing with West Michigan Walleye Club?
Well, West Michigan Walleye Club don't have a tournament that day, so I think that.
Well, you guys should all join into it.
Well, I think we might, because the guys, when I left last night from the expo, they said, "Hey, see if you can get a paper from Scott, bring it down, we can put it on our website." So,
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
so you got an extra one of those?
Yeah, that's yours right there.
You
But
betcha.
no, yeah, because I think a lot of guys would be interested in it. There's some guys that. One guy passed away. I don't know. You might know him. He passed away a couple years ago. Stu DeWitt. He was a big fisherman out here on
Yeah.
Kalamazoo and Mac, and his buddy Carl Lohman. Carl still fishes, but he's not part of our club anymore. But Carl called and talked to me last year a few times. So
Yeah,
he's still
yeah.
out here doing a lot of fishing. So there's a lot of guys out this way walleye fishing,
Yeah, definitely.
And
and
now-
I think it's a great thing to do. We'll put that on our website and see what kind of interest we get from our club and other people.
Yeah, I think I was talking to some of the guys from your club last night, and we were discussing how it seems like a lot of people think they got to run over to the east side of the state to get into some good walleye fishing, and
You got some awesome walleye fishing
Yeah.
right here. I mean, personally myself, I'm not a fan of Lake Mac, but it can be really good, especially in the summer at certain times. The Grand River, right now, I see guys up there up downtown Grand Rapids already fishing walleyes off the wall there. The Grand River is actually an underfished river in this state, and there's a lot of walleyes.
yeah.
Nice. We'll talk more about fishing this side of the state for walleyes in a moment. Farmers Co-op Elevator in Hudsonville is your food plot headquarters with over 40 different seed varieties to choose from, providing in-house soil testing as well as fertilizers, lime, and equipment to plant, maintain, and get maximum performance out of your food plot. Visit the Farmers Co-op at 3302 Prospect Street in Hudsonville. For a complete list of products and services, check them out online at fcelevator.com. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show. Welcome back to the Outdoor Show, brought to you by Powderhorn Guns and Archery for all your arrow knocking, gun cocking, fish hooking, flag waving, stand up and sink, God bless America hunting and fishing needs. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We're back ready to answer your questions right here on the Outdoor Show. Well, we're back, and we've got Jim Brandt from West Michigan Walleye Club here, and we've also got Scott Achterhoff, who is the organizer of the John Achterhoff Walleye Tournament, which is happening April 25. I was glad to hear you guys mention the fact that the West Michigan Walleye Club is going to put some stuff up on the web, but I was looking at the tournament schedule to make sure that you were clear for that day.
We are clear.
I just wanted to make sure you were going to be there.
I told you we were clear earlier.
Because April 18, you got the one on the U.S.
Detroit.
waters, Detroit River U.S. waters only, and then not till May 16 for the St. Clair River
Clair.
U.S. and Canadian waters. So you got a good gap in there. Good practice time for you.
Oh, yeah.
Put you
Awesome
on Lake Mac.
Huh?
Put you on Lake Mac, which you're not as fond of.
I'm not as fond of Lake Mac. I'd rather go somewhere else.
Good tournament, though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but
Fish the
you can fish Kazoo, right?
Yep.
I like Kazoo better than Mac.
I'm going to turn it back over to Tim to keep going.
Tom, even not feeling good, you did pretty good with the read.
Yeah,
I was
little-
impressed. I could see you struggling, but
Yep, little
you know,
Tommy.
sometimes you just got to be a team player. I
Caller.
think we have a caller.
We do, Tim.
We do. Hello, caller. Hold on one second. You there, caller? Hello? Okay, well, till we get that going, anything else you want to add on this tournament of yours?
Yeah, basically any registered anglers are gonna get a raffle ticket just for being signed up as well. So we'll be giving away some different prizes, and maybe I'll put you on the spot, see if you want to throw any merchandise in the mix for
Oh, absolutely.
for prizes.
Yeah,
But,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah,
We'll-
Tim will throw in half a story. You know?
yeah, last year
Yeah, what
Lakeshore
about $1,000?
Wow.
Lakeshore Tackle put quite a nice couple nice rod reel combos and stuff up last year, and we had some other things that we gave away too. So Quality Car Wash came on board with some stuff too. So
You bet. That's great.
yep.
Do we have a caller? Yes. Hold on one second. We're trying to get you on the air. Did we hang up on him? Okay. All right. And anybody interested in the second annual John
Achterhoff.
Achterhoff Walleye Tournament, contact Scott at 616-990-8504. Or what is your email?
Scott Achterhoff at yahoo.com.
You better spell it Achterhoff.
ACHTERHOF.
At yahoo.com. That sure will be a fun tournament.
It's a good Dutch name.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got
and,
it.
And all you Facebook people, you can go on to, I got a group on Facebook called West Michigan Walleye Fishing. You can jump on there. I got some information. I got
You got it on social
got
too?
it up there too. So yep,
You got it on the social page too?
yep,
He's on?
yeah.
Okay, caller, you on?
Hello.
Hey, we got you. How's it going today?
Well, not so good for the intern over there, I guess.
Is this Ron?
This is Ron.
Ron, how you doing today, bud?
Hey, I'm been up for over 24 hours, but I'm doing okay.
Why, you been up for 24. All you got to do is lay down and shut your eyes.
Fishing.
It doesn't work that way when you got back issues and
Oh, yeah,
other
that's no
pain
good.
issues, so
So now-
sometimes it changes things.
Yeah, so wide awake and you're dreaming of good weather and fishing, huh?
Yes, and I was dreaming of the reawakening of Lake Macatawa somehow. I heard these gentlemen talk about fishing the east side and other up north and everything, but we have such a great lake here that feeds into Macatawa. And from what I heard past stories, we used to have some huge walleye in here, and the fishing used to be pretty fantastic for walleye.
No, it really is. It's even last year we caught numerous very large walleye. A lot of people go to the east side because of the amount of fish there, and then also it's I guess Jim would be better and Scott here to tell you
Well-
about the east side. But no, you are right, Ron. There is some very good fishing to be done here.
Well, like Mac is
Tom
one
and
thing.
As Tom and Tim know, I've kind of asked everyone that comes on and speaks about fishing all over. I said we need to restock our lake here. It's supposed to be some of the cleanest water we've had in over 20 years now, due to some of the eco programs we have in our area.
Mm-hmm.
But when we could get programs such as these walleye clubs and other fishing clubs in the area to help with the idea of restocking and getting families and youth out to fish off this lake, we're not all boat owners, but the shore fishermen, getting that installed back in our families and youth, we have such a great accessibility here.
You are right, 100%. Yep, and there is quite a few walleye tournaments thrown around here. West Michigan throws some around here as well, and the fishing around here is phenomenal, and people hopefully will get out more this year than ever to experiment what the west side of Michigan has to offer.
Do these folks with West Michigan tournament talk about any restocking or helping of the restocking and regrowth of the walleye populations in our area?
They do.
I thank you, and I'll listen, and God bless.
Okay, thanks, Ron. Go ahead, Jim. Answer that real quick.
Okay, yes, we are. But see, that's one thing about West Michigan Walleye Club. We do raise walleyes, but the DNR tells us where they're going.
Yeah.
So, in the stocking program with the VHS, it was way down in the last 2 years. Now they finally aren't scared no more, and they got a chemical that they put on the eggs in the hatchery.
Yep.
That they're planting and raising more walleyes than ever.
Yep.
They got ponds all over the United Michigan. They're doing it. Macatawa, I think West Michigan, part of our fish went in there not this year but the year before.
Now you put those
And-
all in as fingerlings?
Well, yeah, and then last year we tried something new. We got 2 ponds in Belding.
Okay.
The one pond we put a dike in there and we put all flathead minnows in there. And then after we got the walleye fry out, we didn't take them all out. We only took out like 120,000 out, and the rest of them we left in there.
Only because
we
we got
wanted-
120,000.
Yeah, we wanted to see if we could get them bigger.
Yeah.
And we did. It only took about a month,
Yep.
and we netted them out of there, and there was a lot of them in there 8 to 10 inches already.
Oh, no kidding.
And so we fed them those minnows. We kept
Yep.
scooping them minnows out, throwing them in there. Otherwise, the walleyes would eat themselves.
Yep.
And I know Wabass's Lake, we put 3,000 of those 8 to 10 inches in there.
No kidding.
And then the DNR put some in a lake down south of here. I forget what lake it was. It's down there by Jackson area somewhere. And but anyways,
Public lake down there or private? There's a
in
lot of privates. I know.
no, they do. DNR don't.
They don't plan any of those privates.
Not in privates.
Okay.
Private people had to buy their own.
Yep. Yep.
No, this
Now,
is all public waters.
Where you breed these fish and pull them from, is it public areas where people can come and actually see it or get tours of it?
Yes, they should call first. It's really not. It's under lock and key.
Yep.
The gates are.
Well, good thing. Telling me about it.
But last year, surprisingly, we had a middle school that the kids were wandering around back there, and the teacher got a hold of one of our guys back there. And before you knew it, the kids were out there helping. And
Nice.
she actually made a class out of it.
Yeah.
And when we were out there, they would come out and help, and the kids would help watch it, and they were for the ecosystem, trying to check things out, doing all this. And
That's
that.
great. Getting them involved in it, letting
Oh,
them know
yeah.
what's going on, and
Yep.
that we do. As anglers, got to help out sometimes.
Well, us older guys, once we go, there's got to be somebody taking over after we're done.
Absolutely.
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 You guys got with the DNR to do egg collecting out of Muskegon last year, didn't you?
We'll help them, but we're not really.
Right.
They don't ask us to come up and help. A lot of our guys are retired there in the club. They want something to do. They love to go up and just watch them.
Yeah.
And then if they're up there watching, a lot of times they'll be helping.
Absolutely.
It is kind of neat. I'm working pretty much that time of year, pretty busy, and I'd love to get up there and watch them, because my son helped the DNR out because he went to school he's actually a fish biologist. My son is, And yeah, he's helped him up there many times. He said, "Dad, you wouldn't believe how big the walleyes are. Some of them."
Oh yeah.
They're
Oh,
huge.
I'd love to go there and see all that and see those ponds, and that'd be
Yep.
kind of neat to see, and get schools involved, get kids involved
And the-
in it.
and the
Like you
walleyes- and
said,
the-
somebody's got to take over.
The walleyes out of Muskegon River are the strongest around.
No
They're,
kidding.
oh yeah, because all their eggs. That's the only spot they take eggs.
Okay.
They will take some up in the UP. I forget what river it is, but most of the eggs out of Michigan for walleyes come out of Muskegon River.
Good.
I mean, all them fish there in Saginaw Bay are actually one time were from Muskegon River.
No kidding.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. That's great. That's wonderful.
But
Yeah. I believe part of the lack of guys getting out on Lake Macatawa in the past 3 years for fishing walleyes has kind of come down, but the water levels came down so bad.
Yeah, they did.
And
they're up now.
yeah, now they're back up. Should improve over the next couple of years, but I know during those low water years, Lake Mac gets so bad with weeds, and then you get a lot of these pleasure boaters are going through the weeds, and they're chewing them all up with their props, and pretty soon it becomes very hard to go out there and troll
fish,
crankbaits and effectively fish walleye. So
But like Mac is, of course, any drowned river mouth too. Like Lake Mac, I never hit it at the right time. I always hit the tail end. But in August, if you watch the weather, you see that Lake Michigan, we get a couple days east wind, Lake Michigan down to 50 degrees, get your butt to Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the walleyes are stacked like cordwood.
There was about 2 weeks, I think, last year that Mac was on
fire, yep.
Yeah.
It was just,
Correct.
and
And I never got there.
you know what? And by the time I decided to get out, it was the day after.
Yeah, it's
Buddy of mine
always
went
the
in and
day
caught a
after.
whole bunch of big ones, and it's nice with some of these people, releasing these Big 10-pounders when they're catching them and whatnot.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
I like to see people.
Take a picture and put them back in. Let them breathe.
I've seen guys. Hardy Dam it's becoming a really good fishery, and I try to let the big ones go if I can. If I got to fizz them, I'll fizz them.
Yep.
But I seen guys take them out of there like crazy, and I'm going,
Yeah, leave
what-
those. Take your 17 to 20s and eat those.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Teach his own, I guess. We
Right.
got to support everybody that supports us, but it is nice to leave those big fish.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of opportunities. Lake Michigan walleye season never closes in Lake Michigan.
Nope.
And as soon as you can get out there, usually everybody's jumping out there to get into the browns, which is fun. But you're also missing out on some opportunities for some really good walleye fishing around them pier heads. Early April or as soon as the ice is out.
Yep. As soon as the ice is off, you can get out there.
Let's talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. The Outdoor Show is brought to you by Advantage Marine in Zeeland with competitive prices and personalized service to meet all your needs. Repair, storage, winterizing, parts, and more. Call Advantage Marine in Zeeland at 616-748-9235 or stop in and see Dave at 8755 Riley Street in Zeeland. That's at the corner of 88th and Riley on the northeast side of Zeeland.
I'd eat them on a Mac. I have eaten.
Welcome back to the Outdoor Show, brought to you by MOA Gunsmithing, exclusive dealer for Leatherwood Hilux optics and 300 below cryogenics freezing, as well as firearms repairs, specializing in Mauser rifle custom work and restoration. MOA Gunsmithing is your accuracy headquarters for target and varmint shooting. Visit KnowYourZero.com for rifle builds, accuracy tests, and product reviews. Call 616-502-3374. MOA Gunsmithing. Right on, dead on, all the time.
Nice.
Bob was there last night, too.
was, yeah.
Bob was there to tell people about how they could take an old action and refurbish it and make an old gun that they found at a garage sale or whatever into a nice new gun.
Make it nice again.
Basically. And yeah, Bob's awesome. He does awesome work. So 502-3374. Right on, dead on, all the time.
All the time. All right, let's hear a little bit about West Michigan Walleye Club and what you guys got going on.
Fish Lake, Michigan.
Fish Lake, Michigan. Well,
You bet.
right now we're starting to get geared up because once the DNR, once the walleyes go up Muskegon River and they're going to milk the eggs, and we got to we're starting to get our ponds ready. I know here this winter we cleaned them out cut all the brush out of them and whatever we had to get out of the way, so it makes it easier to take care of the fish. But yeah, they'll be coming up here soon.
Yeah, they should be getting in the rivers here any time now.
They will be, and then they'll probably usually about the end of March. Last year it was late though.
Yeah,
Last
with
year
that weather.
They didn't
Yeah.
get the eggs till
Probably
about
middle
the
of
first-
April.
No, about the first week of April.
Okay.
That's one of the latest I've ever seen them do that.
No kidding.
But yeah, otherwise then they get those and they bring them to their hatchery. They get them hatched out. I mean, they're teeny.
How long does it
Like-
take them to hatch?
Not
it a-
very long.
It's not months.
Yeah, no, because they're only in our ponds for, man, but as a fry, to get to be a fry, they're not there about a month at the most.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then last year we experimented. We left some more in there, some walleyes left in there to see how big they got, and it didn't take long to get to be 8 to 10 inches.
So Scott and I are thinking that you should probably get a couple hundred, grow them to 8 pounds or so,
Yeah.
and
But
we'll
eight-
find a good place for you guys to release them.
Like Wabas's Lake, that's right there in Kent County. I'd give it next year. They should all be legal size there.
That's great. That's
Mm-hmm.
great. Is that a fed lake, or is that is any streams feed that they can get back out of, or
I don't think so.
So that's gonna be some-
I'm not 100% sure on that.
is that a deep lake?
I've never been to that lake.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
we're
I
going
ice
to be
fished
though,
it
aren't
once.
we?
Yeah. I think I ice fished it once.
Yeah. Now, when you hit legal size, how old are those fish?
It all depends on the body of water that they're in and how much forage they have.
Okay.
And what kind of forage.
No, is it
'Cause
15
it
inch
can-
in
it's
Michigan?
15
Yes.
inches, yep. And some bodies of water it takes longer, and some they can be there in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
And we did cover a little bit before about releasing some of these big fish. For your eaters, when you're out looking for your eaters, what size are you looking for?
I'd rather eat the 15 to 20 inches.
Yeah.
You start getting those big ones, and
Yeah.
they're not as good. It's just like shooting an old deer, Tim.
I don't know much about that. I never said I was a good hunter. Yeah.
Kind of tough. And
Tough, yeah.
leathery.
Yeah. You got it.
Like
You
a
got
steel
it.
belted radio.
So what else you guys got going on?
Well, we got the tournament coming up shortly.
April 18 is the first one?
First one.
And that's on Erie?
No,
That's
in
on the
Detroit
river. Yeah, that's on the river.
Launching at Elizabeth Park.
Perfect. What do people got to do to join that?
To join the club, all they have to do is come down or fill out our form. But what I do is I promote everybody if they're kind of hesitant on joining a club. I always tell them just come down to one of our meetings and check us out. You don't have to join. Just come and visit. We don't care.
Where's
Meetings are at West Walker Sportsman's Club, which is in Walker, of course, on Leonard. That's between 8th Avenue.
Is it on the
and
west
Wilson.
side of Walker, possibly?
It is, yeah, right. But hey, here's the thing, though. A lot of people lately, we got to change our address on the website
Okay.
because our address is the right address, except we're in Ottawa County. If you punch in that address and go Grand Rapids, it's going to take you to some abandoned gas station way out in Grand Rapids.
Maybe that's the only thing you can afford to meet at. West Walker Sportsman's Club, though, is where you meet for the meetings. What night?
The 4th Tuesday of every month.
Fourth Tuesday of every month. I was just noticing on the membership application for 2015, $30. $30 gets me in every tournament, right?
Yes, you don't have to pay to fish our tournament. All you got to do is be a member.
Now, if I've got kids that are over the age of 18, they're family members. They're 18 or older. Can I add one for $5?
Yes.
So my kids that are over 18, I can add them for $5. My juniors, 17 and under, I got kids there
Free.
too, free to be part of the club.
Yep.
Are they in on those tournaments?
Yes.
So they're in on the tournaments as well. So I can join my wife, my kids over 18 and
Yep.
older, and then my kids under 17 are free, and they're all able to go to the tournaments
Yep.
and sign up for them. That's freaking awesome.
Yep. And also with that money too is you're a member of the MUCC.
Just me. I would be the member of MUCC if I was the original member signing up, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think Powderhorn can offer that kind of membership.
Gonna call me out on that? Come on now.
And we
But I'm
have,
gonna help West Michigan Walleye Club.
we also have 9 newsletters that go out a year too that
Okay, so as a member, you get a newsletter and everything, keep you kind of updated.
Yep. 9 to 10. I know in the winter we don't put out as many, but
Yep. Now, I've been talking to a lot of people down at the shop about West Michigan Walleye Club, and one of the big questions were, can I do it online and mail it in?
yes.
So you can print out this and
Yep.
just mail it right on
Yep.
into you guys with the check?
Oh, hey, I got something hot coming up.
1 second. It's westmichiganwaleyeclub.org. Go
Yep.
to the website, and then there's tabs up at the top. Go right to the Join Now, and when you hit Join Now, it gives you a printable PDF. You have to print it out and fill it out. You can't fill it out online.
No,
You have
we
to
don't
print it out and fill it out.
We don't take credit cards. We don't have a credit card machine.
Will you take my check?
We'll take a check. Yep.
Even mine?
Hey, yeah, Tim,
Well, you know-
that's what we can take yours.
To take credit cards, the credit card company takes a percentage from you.
Yes.
Well, at these kind of rates, $30
Yeah.
to join for the year and be in on all these tournaments. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 tournaments for the adults and 1 for the youth.
Yeah.
That's
Well, too, and you don't have to. You just keep talking these tournaments, but you don't have to fish tournaments.
well, no.
You're gonna a lot of your knowledge. You just come to our meetings, and you're gonna learn a lot about walleye fishing.
And he invited me to come for free. I don't even have to spend my $30.
Well,
You're going to,
I
though.
told you. You never show up ever.
It's always
invite?
Come on, I told you. Anybody can come visit. I don't care.
Me.
Anybody can come.
well. We can go as soon as I'm done teaching classes
Hey.
on Tuesdays.
Hey,
And the
Thomas.
Ebola's gone.
And the
Thomas, our
Ebola's
club has
gone.
got something going on this March here. Oh, we got 2 minutes. Anyways, in March we having our swap meet, and it's at West Walker, the 4th Tuesday of the month.
Fourth Tuesday of the
If
month.
anybody's
Swap
looking
meet.
for any fishing, we even have hunting stuff there too for sale.
That's when you said you would trade your boat for my boat even up, right?
I don't think so.
That was at that swap meet?
No.
I heard it, didn't you, Scott?
I heard
And then he had
something.
another one that he's willing to
Yeah,
trade. I got
I'll
two
give
boats.
I'll give you the little one.
That's March 24, right?
Yes,
Fourth
whatever
Tuesday of the
the
month,
fourth
March
Tuesday
24,
is. I
West
don't have a
Walker
calendar in
Sportsman's
front of
Club.
me.
What time's it starting?
It's 7:30.
7:30 swap meet, March 24, West Walker Sportsman's Club. I got a calendar right here in front of me.
Yep.
It's an electronic one.
Good, because you don't give me a laptop. You got all that stuff down there.
He keeps it to
People don't
himself.
use laptops anymore, Jim. I do. I'm old. They use these
Cell phones.
things.
Yeah.
Either their iPhone or their smartphone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you
And
catch that?
I'll be there too if anybody's interested in getting a sign up for the John Octroff Walleye Tournament. I'll be at that
Yes.
swap meet as well. So
On March 24.
Scott will be there with his papers and
yep.
Excellent. Excellent. So you get out to West Walker Sportsman's Club.
Yep.
Google West Walker Sportsman's Club, or search that on your search engine, whatever you use. Don't do the address on West Michigan Walleye Club's website,
Yeah.
because
unless-
that'll send you to an abandoned gas station
Yep.
somewhere out in some other land.
Well, unless we told him we told the treasurer, their web guy, to change it. So I don't know if it's changed right or not on there.
Well, maybe we'll play with that a little bit and see if it is
Right.
afterwards. But the March 24, get out to West Walker Sportsman's Club. That's the meeting night, but it's going to be the swap meet. So if you got a boat to swap with Tim, he really wants to swap boats out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Read this.
Right there. The tournaments that Scott's putting on, it's in memory of his father John. So come on down and get signed up and go share his the fun with him.
Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next week right here on the Outdoor Show.